Welcome to Peaceful Des, where good friends come together just to catch up, have a laugh, and enjoy each other's company. Just like that classic TV show Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Des has created a place where you'll feel right at home, whether it's chatting about the latest news, sharing stories, or simply enjoying each other's company. She's all about creating a warm, inviting atmosphere. It's perfect for winding down after a long day. So come on in, join the gang. This is where you can find peace, laughter, and great conversation all in one place.
Hey everybody. Hey Xander. Hola Jovita. Hi CB. Hi Peter. Hello, don't you know? Welcome, welcome. Hey Jamie. It's just me. DJ had a live for about an hour and he went to go rest. So I thought I'd come and hang out with y'all because I'm not ready to sleep. I think I had like 6 cups of coffee today. So buenas noches a ti también. Gracias. And that's good evening to you too, and thank you for all you don't know. Yeah, so I thought I'd go live and see what everybody's up to this weekend. I know I have to film something though. It's getting late and we're running out of time to watch Christmas movies, but I have about 10 to 12 Christmas movies possibly to put into a video, like my Halloween one. Hey Paula. I was also thinking about doing it on here too right now and then edit later, but I wanted to put you guys through that all. Hi, Molly. Hi, Rebecca. I'm just finding my whatchamacallit here, YouTube channel on YouTube. So, anything going on this weekend with anybody? Anybody's excited about anything? I'll let you all say hi to each other. Hi, Sue. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there we go. Mute down my YouTube there. Nice, Jovita. Enjoy your little weekend. Yep, I know you're catching up on your housework. You have me running. I might just keep this as a one person up on the channel live tonight. You guys can ask me a bunch of questions. You guys get to interview me. How's that? Is there any questions you want to know? Anything that I haven't talked about? My daughter's upstairs talking with her friends. Oh, that's so sweet, CB. My condolences, Jovita. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a video, but I think I'm going to do it with you all right here. It'll give us something to talk about. So I'm just going to go grab it real quick. And then I'll just edit it up into a video later. I'll have DJ edit it out. So we'll talk about my Christmas movies because we're getting so close to it. And this way I can do 2 things at once: hang out with you all and talk about my Christmas movie picks. I have winter movies. So let's see what we have here. All right, there's going to be something for the guys and a bunch for the gals. Yeah, I understand that. I lost 3 people from October, November, and December over the last 8 years. Six, no, six, yeah, 8 years. All and 3 men important in my life. One had a heart attack, one had cancer, and one died from the bomber in Clarksville. All right, y'all. So I've been slacking. So I'm gonna do some cheesy movies for the holiday. Some Oh my gosh, Xander, I'm so sorry. It's always hard when you lose somebody you have in common with. I totally understand, Jovita. Yeah, I'm doing some cheesy movies, some cute kid movies. Um, you know how the Dollar Tree. I don't know what my other movies are. All right, there's a couple of movies that are missing on my list that's not in here, but we're gonna do this. Okay, so we're gonna. Hey, Marianne, welcome, hon. Last night I did a live, Marianne, and a mail call during the beginning, and you were part of it. Oh, Lola, you saw Lola? You're gonna go see Wonka this. That's cool. All right, Dollar Tree has a lot of movies, right? So these are my cheesy movies. This is something for, if you're bored and you want to watch something cheesy and stupid romance. Not really Hallmark, but I have The Maltese Holiday, Christmas, Cupid's Arrow. I have Merry Xmas, Beverly Hills Christmas. I told you I got a bunch of cheesy movies here. Uh, Wish for Christmas, Switch for Christmas. Oh, I've got that right behind me, CB. That's one of them. Runaway Christmas Bride. And it looks like I got two of these. Two of the same? I do. That's so funny. I have two of the same movie, which is this one. Ah, does. Thank goodness it was only $1. Okay. Now I've got my Die Hard movies. All of our buffets here are that high. It's crazy in Florida. Even Golden Corral is that high for all their canned good products. Oh, all right, now comes some of the other movies. So I've got my Die Hard. And then for a classic movie, I have White Christmas. Love this movie. Yippee ki exactly, CV. Um, and so I have White Christmas for the classic. Then I have The Grinch. I have The Santa Claus. This one, The Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore from 1984. I'm missing my Tim Allen ones. I have the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies. Those are put away, so that's another choice. I have the Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2. I love, love, love this movie. One of my favorite Christmas Santa Claus movies. Yeah, I have the stream tat. What the arrow up there? I mean, right next to my logo or the heart. Let me get rid of the heart. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, content live. Oh shoot! Sorry. Um. Well, I'm here. I might as well get rid of the heart. You know what it was? I must have hit something. Okay. So I showed you these guys. This one with Kurt Russell. It's really, really, really fun to watch. Love that movie. Then I've got The Holiday with Jack Black, Jude Law, Kate Winslet, Kate Winslet, and Cameron Diaz. This is fun. And then one of my favorite Hallmark series or movies is Christmas in Evergreen or the Evergreen. There's like four different movies, but this is the first one, the Snow Globe. You make a wish. So I love this one. And then for winter movie, you cannot not watch this movie. Snow Dogs is so much fun. So yeah, so those are my choices. I thought I had more, but that's what you get. Yeah, Snow Dogs is so much fun to watch. I love that movie. I lived in Boston for our Massachusetts, but I live in South Boston, East Boston, Somerville. So yeah, I basically lived in Boston, just not where the high rises were for like 36 years. Well, in Massachusetts, 38 years, 36, 38 years. Christmas Carol, you love that movie? Yeah. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Nikki. Welcome, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, that sounds cool. Have you, Marianne? My kids are loving the cookies, by the way. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. What part of Boston, Jovita? Because of the South End, North End, South Boston, East Boston, Somerville, Chelsea, Revere. Well, Revere's outside of it, but yeah, that would be really pretty. Find wherever the sun is the best, CB, and put it in that window so you get longer sparkle. Like the morning sun, that would be really pretty sparkling through the house. Unfortunately, I have four windows and I don't get much of light in this place. I got a front window, back window. My son's got a front window. My daughter's got the back window. That's it. Gotcha. I always like to know where people are in Boston or in Massachusetts. Oh, that would be pretty cool. The greenhouse. Hey, Pokemoke. Welcome, honey. How are you this fine evening on a Friday night? Yeah, it's going to be me single tonight, hanging out with you all. Ah, Billy Joe. Hi, sweetheart. This Bostonian is in Tennessee, pretty sure. Yeah, that Bostonian better get a hold of me, email me or something. Give me your address, dude. I'd like to send you guys a Christmas card, you know. None in return from you. Just want to send you one. So, anybody want to ask me any questions? You get to interview me tonight. I'm up on the hot seat. I'm by myself. So, yeah, it's on my about page. Hey, Brenda, welcome, honey. Yeah, I'm trying to get people to ask me questions. Let's see. I'm on the hot seat tonight by myself. I'm not throwing my link out tonight. I don't know what some people say I have like a New York accent or a Jersey accent. I said no. But then if you listen to a true Bostonian accent, I don't have that either. Hi Linda, how are you, sweetie? Jason. Well, okay, this is how it went. Jovita. I was watching YouTube since like 2011 or 13 or whatever it is, whatever my profile says. And I had like 37 subscribers, and I got hooked on to the Crockers. Jason basically got me hooked before I started watching Jason and Jared. And so Jason got me hooked, and then I met Lazy Acres Homestead, and then I hung out with Lazy Acres, and still continued watching the Crockers, of course. And then they got me up on their panel and got me to doing lives. And then I decided to go ahead and start doing lives of my own. And so that's how I got involved. And that's how I also met Tom and Rhonda. And in my intro, all those Crockers. And then my intro is done by Tom and Rhonda. Well, Tom, actually. But you know who Tom and Rhonda are, of course. So, yeah. Close to New York with a mass act. I know. I think it just depends on whom around too, because sometimes I'll pick up like I'll hear myself say something that's from like New York and Jersey, and then sometimes I'll hear myself something from like the South. So I don't know, or Maryland. No, I didn't mail anybody the link tonight, Colby. Let's see, don't you know? How's everyone's Christmas snow coming along? Here in Wisconsin, we had a couple inches in Halloween and about an inch the other night. Now, a bit of snow since then, none coming in the near future. Well, I live in northern Florida, so I've scraped my windshield in the last 4 weeks 4 times. So, does that count as snow? It's not like up in New England where we got snow. Yes, they did, Brenda. The Crockers sure did get a bunch of us started. Aw, Doris, you're lurking. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Doris, I have my own, but I call it Misu. So there's my kitty. So yeah, I did my movie talk. I'll have DJ cut and edit the first 15 minutes and cut and edit big time. Yeah, I think it depends on the year, but when it hits, I bet you it's going to hit hard. Did she look? That's so cute. It looks just like her. I mean, come on. Tell me that does not look like Doris. Yeah, I'm still working on my Christmas cards. So everybody that I'm going to be sending Christmas cards to, there's a few here because I have some of your addresses. It's going to be a while before it's going to get too late, but this is one stack. I still have to do this much more for Christmas cards. So I got to work on that this weekend. Try to get them out. I already. Oh, Nikki, I mailed out yours and Al's together. I mean, it's just one card, but the family card out. Yours was the first one out outside of Eddie's because Eddie's I mailed last year. Meow purr. Yeah. So I thought, since I'm up here by myself and you guys are all hanging out with me, is there anything else you want to know? Linda Baxter. Oh, Baxter had surgery. That's right. I did see Jared's video about that. That is awesome, Rebecca. So then you got 15 more to go, right? Because that's all one sex that you're doing? Or is that both boy and girl? What do I miss about not being in Boston? Everything. My health insurance, public accessibility. I didn't need a wheel. I mean, I didn't need a car. Um, oh, all right. To get around Boston, you don't really need a car unless you have to. Okay, that's all the lace hats. Gotcha. Um, you don't really need a car unless you're doing like a travel because they have public transportation that runs almost all the time. They have, buses and trains and commuter rails and subways and there's a bus called the Plymouth and Brockton bus that takes you certain areas. Amtrak. So there's always accessibility in Boston. When I lived in South Boston and East Boston, and I had to go up into the center of Boston to where the hospitals were, the health centers had free shuttle buses that would drive you into the where the hospitals are, and it's at different times of day, and you do your appointments around those times, and then there'll be a shuttle bus to bring you back. If you went grocery shopping, you would take the bus to your destination and get a cab or a gypsy cab. And a gypsy cab is like me having my own car and a couple of people that hang out with me. And we would go and pick you up from the store, or we're at the store and you'd grab us. And we would take your groceries up to a fourth or fifth story walk up so that you didn't have to come up and down the stairs to get your groceries and hope that nobody stole them while you're trying to bring them up. So that's the stuff that I like about being in Boston. I could walk to the airport from where I lived. It would take me to the backside, and I would get on the to the back of the train station. There would be a ramp or a walkover, kind of like a pedestrian walk over a highway. It would be a walkover, and then there would be a free shuttle bus at the at the train and bus train terminal, and it would take me to the airport to whatever my plane flight was for free. So there was always accessibility in Boston. I miss that. I miss being like 3 blocks to the grocery store, the post office, the police department, my kids' school, the train station, well, the subway station. It was everything. It was easy to manipulate yourself and get around Boston, and even outside of Boston, you could take a bus or a train down to Plymouth, and then take a bus over onto Cape Cod and go into Hyannis. And from Hyannis, you get to take, if you wanted to go to Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard, you could take a boat and go that way to a ferry to Nantucket or a ferry to Martha's Vineyard. Down here where I'm at, the buses on my side of town, they stop at 6:30. They don't run Saturday and Sunday. So if you're working a shift that's like 3 to 11, you can't get home because there's no public transportation. You have to take a taxi, an Uber, or a Lyft, and they're super expensive. And if you do that 5 nights a week, that costs a lot of money. It's really bad. Oh, I love snow, Pocomoke. When you well, see, I always live in apartments, and then I went to Vermont like one year when I was a teen, my dad and my stepmom had rented a condo. We went skiing up there, and so we took our Christmas tree and did Christmas up there, and we got snowed in for a week. But I like that. Hold on, I gotta put this on my shoulder here. I like that fresh white blanket of snow, that serene piece of quiet, and you see the snow sitting in the trees, and then you'll get to see like the birds, like the colorful birds, the blue jays and the cardinals or the robins, bouncing from limb to limb, and the colors in the pure whiteness. It's just absolutely breathtaking. There's nothing like seeing a pure blanket of snow. But then when you're in the city, you've got all that snow that you have to get off of your sidewalk because you're in charge of your sidewalk. The city won't plow it or come and shovel it. And so if your house is on the sidewalk, basically, and you've got no front yard, you have to clear the front and the side where your house is, especially if you're a corner unit. And you can't put the snow back on the street. You can't put the snow on the sidewalk. You've got no place to go with the snow. And then if you don't get rid of it, you get a ticket for it. It's totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. That's the one thing I hate about being in the city was all the pretty white snow became slush, ice. It would be plowed up into embankments, and you try to cross the street. They cut you on the sidewalk. They cut you a pathway, and you have to try to walk out onto the street where the water is melting from the snow, right? Or the snow is melting. There's water there, so you step into water, a sludge, and then you have to look around the embankment of the snow and hopes you don't get hit by a bus or a car that's going by you to go that direction or that direction. So that I don't miss about the city. That's the one thing I don't miss about the city. But I do love that blanket of snow. I do love fall. Fall in New England is like my most favorite thing ever. So yeah, there's good things and bad things. Slush and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I was 15 or 16 when we had the blizzard of '78. My town was shut down for a month. We had to wait for the National Guard to come and get us out, to plow the roads and stuff. I never did the ferries in Boston. Only off of out of Nantucket. I'm sorry, only out of Hyannis to Nantucket. I never even got to see Martha's Vineyard in all the years that I lived there. But I never took the ones out of Boston. Boston story time. Of course, it's Boston story time. But tell me about your ferry experience. I want to hear it. Mm. Ooh, the shoulder is killing me. Or have a car to go by and get you wet with icy cold water. Yeah, that too. The worst part though was winter and the kids had to go to school and the sidewalks aren't plowed or cleared and they have to walk out on the street. So many kids have gotten hit by cars in the wintertime. Oh, I would love to go back up to New England either to live or to visit because I know I'd have better health care than down here, especially in Boston. But we got priced out of Boston, out of Massachusetts completely, actually. I wish I had gotten to see Martha's Vineyard. I just got to see Nantucket, like when you come off the ferries and that whole area down there. That's what I got to see, but I didn't get to see the whole island itself because it costs a lot of money. Let's see. All right, Billy Joe. So I'm just going to highlight. Here we go. I can do this. So the van carrier with the dialysis equipment down to Hyannis at 5 a.m. We get on the hydro boat, quick one, fly over to the water the short period to Martha's Vineyard. No shuttle to the house. Yeah, they never extended or expanded Medicaid down here. They just jacked up my medically needy from I went from 694 to eight something. Now it's almost $1,000, 900 and something. Okay, here we go. And I only live on $1,100 a month. Let's see. And Medicaid won't kick in until after I spend over 900 and something dollars of my share after Medicare for Medicaid to kick in down here. They got rid of expanded Medicaid, and that was what Obama wanted for everybody. Let's see, or every state for it to have it. Billy Joe. I flagged down a minivan unlicensed driver, taxi guy, paid him $25 to take me to the resident. I fix the machine and he waits and takes me back to the docks. The hydro breaks down. I miss my 1 p.m. pickup back to the mainland. So what to do? Oh boy. Oh boy. So what did you end up doing, Billy Joe? Hey Jerry. Okay, let's see. You guessed it. I rented a moped and drove the entire island with a numb butt. Get back to the boat and drink a beer on the second floor of the bar overlooking the ocean. That must have been really cool to watch. Not much, huh? Not much. You lived in Rivera your whole life? But that's cool that you grew up, you know who your friends are. You know, I was an army brat, so I never really had like a set of town of friends. No place has ever felt like home. New England felt like home, but the town, the state, never felt like home. I've never found that. Um, slow ferry. Oh, here we go. Slow ferry shows up. I get back late and sleep off my buzz. Yeah, that's what happens. You take the shuttle bus. I mean, you take the regular boat back. You can just sleep it off. Yeah, if I remember, that's what I heard Jared saying. Small town community. But sometimes you don't want them to know everything about you too. So yeah, he's Jared Crocker's my apologies, Jovita. She is Jared Crocker's moderator and Dorman. So you better not mess with her or Jared because she'll kick your booty right out of that room. Feliz Navidad, Jerry. That's cool. And I wish I felt like I had a place that felt like home, but like I lived on the Virgin Islands, I lived in Florida, I lived in Tennessee, I lived in Georgia, I lived back here, I lived in Massachusetts, I lived in Annapolis, Maryland. In Massachusetts, I lived in like 10 different towns, well, 7 different towns or 8 different towns, something like that. Um, I've been down here 13 years. Doesn't feel like home. I hate it here. So yeah, no, but I'm going to watch it for sure tomorrow. Actually, let me pull it up now because I have my tabs here that I need to watch. So I'm gonna pull it up right now. If I'm up at 12 o'clock, yeah, I've lived in a lot of places on my own. Okay, let me hold on, and let me get Jerry's video first. Oh, this is gonna be cool. All right, I'm putting that right there because I am definitely gonna watch that either tonight or tomorrow. You got another one for tomorrow too? Cool. I'll be looking for that one too. All right, Jamie, you ready for this? Here we go. My dad was in the army. Episode 2 and 3. Okay, very cool. And my dad was in the army, so he brought my mom over from Germany. Um, and I was conceived in Switzerland on the way to Switzerland on the honeymoon. But anyway, he brings over a 19-year-old woman, stays with my grandmother. My dad gets sent over to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. He got us situated. Well, he got a place. Drove down, got my mom and myself. Drove us back to Kentucky. We stayed there. He did his training and everything, and then he got stationed down to Columbus, Georgia, and we had a house there. And then Dad gets sent to Vietnam. My dad comes back, get custody of me and my brother, send my mom back to Germany. We moved to the Virgin Islands. I lived in St. Croix for a short time, then St. Thomas, so the U.S. Virgin Islands. And then the Army, my dad wanted to go to college, so the Army said, "You've got your tuition." So we went up to Massachusetts, and we lived in Newton, Mass, and rented a place for a short time. And then Dad went to Boston University, earning his nuclear engineer degree. Well, we moved to Marblehead, rented a house in Marblehead, rented another house in Marblehead, bought a house in Marblehead. Then they sold the house. My ex stepmother, my dad sold the house. By then, I was on my own when they sold it. I went down, well, part of my senior year, I went down to Southwest Miami, finished my senior year, came back up, went down to Duxbury, Massachusetts, lived in Duxbury, left Duxbury, went to Brockton, went to Hyannis, went to Somerville, went to Lynn, East Boston, South Boston, um, Shrewsbury. I think like 8 or 9 places in Massachusetts. Moved to Maryland for 2 years. Went up to back to Massachusetts. Yeah, Marblehead is very woo for streets in certain areas for sure. And then left. Jovita, yeah. Besides, I couldn't trust a lot of people anyway. They were backstabbers in some of the communities I lived at. They were like stuck up, snobby little. um, Unique rings. Let's see. Oh, and then I went. Then I left my husband and moved down here to Florida. I've been here 13 years, and I went out. So I've got this ring. I wear silver. I can't wear anything else because I'm allergic to everything else. So this is a man. Oh, I wish it would zoom in, but that's a man's ring. I got this one, turquoise and silver. I got 2 of these because I have one on the other hand. So the stack rings. I've got that one, Jamie, my peace sign one. I got this one because I have big hands for a chick. So that's that's that, but then that's that. That's amethyst and sterling silver. This one doesn't come off, it's a sterling silver band. Then I got this one. And then the other thin one right here. So yeah. I gotta put my stacks back on again. I can only wear silver jewelry. I'm allergic to anything else. I can't wear gold, white gold, fake jewelry. I wore a necklace, and see right here, that's a scar from metal. I have another scar right here from metal that turned into a mole. Yeah, I love my silver jewelry. It's the only thing I can wear. Oh, and then of course I have this right here, which is turquoise and sterling silver. And then I have this, which is not real, but this is a peace sign on one side. Oops, peace sign on one side. And then on the back side, this side, it's it's a peace dove. Right there is a peace dove. and it's holding an olive branch in its mouth up in the middle. No, that breaks me out because the silver plate comes off and then it gets on my hand. I can't even wear a wristwatch where it's got the metal clasp. I can't wear that. This is sterling silver too. And then the three little dots on the top are gold. And since it doesn't touch my skin, I'm okay with that. Yeah, all the big granite stones, that's all granite. I've sliced my knees open from that granite, Billy Joe. I think that's part of the reason why. Yeah. And then I got three silver earrings in both ears, three silver hoops on both sides. So yeah, I can't wear any metals at all other than silver and not laced, whatever. Many houses in the hills have the widow's peak. Yep, the widow's walk, the widow peak. Um, our house in Duxbury had that. You go up on top. If you ever go to the old houses and you look, and it's like a fence around the top of the house on the roof, the widows, excuse me, especially by the ocean, the widows would go up there and searching of their husbands coming in on their boats to see if they made it back safely. Down here, where I'm at now, in northern Florida, my stepmother that I got now bought this condo on foreclosure for 47,000. I've been renting to own it for the past 13 years. In November 1st, 2025, it will be my house, and I pay $600 a month. Hey, Web, I was paying 550. It just went up the last 3 months. So now I'm paying 600 a month. The same thing, Marianne, up in New England. Ask Billy Joe. You need 4 or 5 jobs to afford to live in Massachusetts. Yeah, I did get a really good deal. The townhouse across me that went into foreclosure and stuff sold for 165,000, but it's got all new appliances, all new kitchen cabinets. The ceilings have been scraped. So, yeah. Okay, Brenda, have a good night, hon, and then have a great live, sweetheart. It's not bad, Jerry, but I don't have a yard, so I can't have like a storage shed to store all my stuff. I went from a house that had 8 closets to one that's got 3.5 closets. Well, including the laundry closets, that's 4 closets. Okay. So I went from there. My kitchen's a galley kitchen, which is like, and I can't go in there and cook or enjoy or anything. I have to rip up my bathroom because I need a handicap shower. They will not just take out the tub. They have to take out the whole wall and everything to make sure there's no leaks behind the pipes. That's $10,000 that I don't have. So yeah, because then I have to buy the shower, the walk-in shower for the disabled, retile, the whole bit. Yeah. So it's getting harder and harder to climb in my tub, which is making it really rough for me right now. So the knees do not bend like they used to anymore. Yeah, it's rough. That's another reason why, I it's another reason. Well, I'm also in a community where there's a lot of renters, so people are in and out all the time, and it sucks. Like if I could have a storage unit out back, it'd be great, but there's no way to bring one in. They would have to bring it in pieces from my front door through to my bedroom to the back door, and then I got like a really narrow back area before it drops down into my neighbor's yard. So there's just not enough room to put some kind of storage. And then I got all pine trees above me. And so branches and stuff are breaking. I don't want to buy a storage unit or a shed or anything if I can afford one and have, trees go and drop it and break it. So project off grid and making 24 and my hours got cut to 35. It's hard to live here too. Yeah, it's getting hard for anybody to live anywhere. But it's been like this. It's been this bad since 2016. Like this state, hey chef, this state, the insurance went up, the houses and cars. Insurance companies are leaving, doctors are leaving, nurses are leaving, groceries are going down. But I heard that egg prices are going up. Like my chicken breast went down. Yeah, I'm sleep deprived. I've been sleep deprived since I was working 4 jobs. Yeah, gonna have to move into your car. Thank God you have chickens. Yeah, I'm gonna be like calling one. I'm gonna be calling one of our birth mamas from the cottage because I volunteer there so I can drive the car, and be like, I know you got a bunch of chickens. Can you spare an 18 pack for me, please? Yeah, that's exactly why, Marianne. That's why my kids and I live together because they would not be able to make it on their own out there anywhere. And my oldest lives with my mother. You might have to get a couple more hens if you got the room for it. Hey, Ace. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're doing a Q&A. Ask us some questions. So I thought I would do a live pop-up and sit with you all and chat and interact a little bit. Yeah, I said if I could afford to sell this place and move and find some place where I can get like a single wide and a double wide and make it into a trot house. Oh yeah, you're getting off. Love you too, sweetheart. Say hi to your wife for me. And to Jewel. Give her a scratch behind her ear for me. You're trying to raise money for your coop. It's starting to fall apart. Ugh. Thank you, Jerry. I'll get a load of this. I had to reapply for food stamps because I don't make a lot on my disability. And they turned around and did a background check on my what's that when you want to buy a house? They check to see if you owe any money, Equinox and Karma and all them. I'm like, the only thing you're gonna find on me right now is I owe about $100 to the hospital. I've never had a credit card, never had a house mortgage, never had a car loan. So you're not gonna find anything on me. My phone is paid up. I don't own a bill on that. I don't own a bill on my electric. So that's paid off. I was like, that's a first. They're now doing a credit check on to make sure you're worthy of getting food stamps. Gotcha. Well, my kids are old enough, but they both take care of me and they take care of the house. Now I owe money to the hospitals because down here they did not expand Medicaid for and if you're disabled and you have a fixed income, like I make just enough to cover my I don't even have cable TV, my internet, my cell phone for $50 a month, my mortgage, which my rent to own to my stepmother, so it's my mortgage. She's my banker, so 600 there, and then my light bill is $323 to $363 a month, depending on the month. It went up big time this past 4 or 5 months because our governor decided to have his hands in the pockets with the electric companies. So everybody's lights went up big time this year. Yeah, you noticed that, right, Marianne? Wait, that's your electric and the water, right? Then on there they have, because it's one bill, electric and water. Hey, Heather. So then they have, yeah, 500. Yeah, they have on there sewer, storm, drainage, um, garbage, fire department. They just jacked that up from $85 to $145. So I have to pay all of that. Meanwhile, my street is not part of the city because I have the blue sign. So they won't pay for street repair. They won't come and do street repair because it's not part of the city. Yeah, well, see, we're home all the time, three of us. So we're on our computers. We don't run our TVs, we run our computers. And right now I've got like that light there, this light here, all like 40-watt bulbs in my house going. Yeah. I've been looking online just to see what like $150,000 could buy me. And unless I know somebody that's really good with hammer and saw and electrical and plumbing, and I win the lottery to pay for all of that, there's nothing anywhere in the States that I could get that's decent enough for that doesn't need like thousands of dollars of repairs with more than like a lot, like a 10,000 something lot. That's what I have to it's even less than that I can afford, Natasha. Oh, don't worry about being late, hun. This was a pop up. So, as a single disabled mom, well, I shouldn't say single. I've been separated for 21 years. So, as a separated mom of two adult kids, you know, they take care of the house, they take care of cooking because I can't do it anymore. My internet, Jovita, that's no TV, just my internet, because I don't have TV, is 127.55 a month. Or no, 127.57 a month. I pay for Paramount, which I watch my NCIS on when I get to it. And I have Amazon Prime only because I can get it cheaper since I get food stamps. But yeah, doing good. Yeah, see, I have Xfinity, but it's 100 because three of us live on our computer, so we use a lot, and it's internet only. 127, 85 for fiber optic in rural Maryland. I would love $85 a month for internet. Hey, Brandon. Yeah, I don't have Hulu or Netflix. I gave that up, but I have Prime, and I just canceled my Disney because Disney, just to have Disney Plus, they jacked it up to 140 for the year. I'm like, nope. So that expires January 17th. So I'm not renewing that. But I'm paying for my Amazon Prime, which is $6.99, I think. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, $6.99, and I'm paying a month, and then I'm paying for my what is it? Yeah, that's what we do, Natasha. And then they charged me $25 for the box to rent. For my internet. Yeah, we've got the 1,000 gigabyte thingy. But they did bring in what was it? Yeah, for our Xfinity Comcast, it's $25 just for the internet box rental. Yeah, the boxes have to be continuously switched out. I don't want to have to buy a box because they don't last long. They wear out, and then you have to buy another box, and it's not worth it. And if something happens inside, because I have the box, they have to come and fix it inside the house. So if my line inside the house is not working properly, they have to come in. No, outside the house, excuse me. You have to fix it, not inside. That's my job. But they just brought in not Metro PC, but Metro Net, and it's another internet service. And they put the lines here in the community, but they won't let us have it here inside the townhouse community. And it's just like, are you kidding me? I could probably get my internet for a lot cheaper. You live way out in the country. Never in a million years did I think we'd get cable or fiber. COVID gave it to us because they found out the school kids were falling behind. Yeah, well, from what I understand, our president now wanted all out in rural areas. And it's not because of that, because he wanted to make sure that everybody had a fighting chance at education and TV and accessibility. To like get a hold of a family member if your phone is down, or whatever, you had a way. Yeah, but Metro PC is not that. My son's got the phone service. In our area, it's not worth it. They have a Metro Net, but it's not part of Metro PC. And like I said, they put all the lines through. They ran it underneath the ground. They trenched it, and they ran the lines, but they just will not activate it here in this area. Yeah, Marianne said it did not work for her at all. Yeah, it's really bad here. I have Boost Mobile for phone, but I'm sticking with my internet. I've had that company since, not that I want to pay that much money, but I've had that company since I moved from Massachusetts. It was up there too when they bought out the Boston station, internet station, cable company, whatever you want to call it. Wait a minute. We just had where the city had a water leak 2 doors down and accidentally cut the fiber internet line. And so I called and they went and ran me a temporary line. Took them 3 weeks wow. 3 weeks to repair. Wow. Let's see. So our tower is a feature they will not tell you about. If you can power it from an inverter in the car, it will work on the tower in range anywhere. Interesting. Let's see. AT&T Internet will never go up on building without it, thank God, because I didn't want to pay for anything else. Yeah, that's wild. You have it on you have it on your tablet, but not on the phone. Not on the phone. Yeah, my son's got like I have Boost phone, and my son's got Metro phone, and we don't get signals when we do a car ride through all over certain areas of here or outside of our town when I was able to with the car. But yeah, it's oh, everyone else was down for 3 weeks, but you got yourself up. That's cool. Hey, how are you, Sean? Welcome, welcome. Talk about beautiful people. You guys are beautiful people, you and Kelly. All right. So, all right. So now that we talked about internet, where I've lived, movies, what else you want to talk about? Me hitchhiking to Florida, me joining a carnival. I don't know. I'm only kidding. I've done that too, but you know. Yeah, it's Q&A time, Sean. Yeah, I thought I'd keep myself up here by myself tonight and just answer anybody's questions they might have. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. If you want to post your link, if you follow my ticker tape, it will tell you what you need to do. I also have a love slap command. It's one word. Um, let's see. I'll ask you that question in a second, Jovita. Um, this device has 125 download, 125 megabyte per second download, 75 megabyte upload. Because we live so far in the woods, we get 10 megabyte download and 5 upload. Oof. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can live anywhere. No, if I can go anywhere, where would I go? Oh my goodness. If I can go anywhere, where would I go? I would want a whole European like train ride and get out and see. That's if I was not disabled, right? If I was not disabled, it would be that I would want to go see like Scotland, England. No, I'm sorry, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Spain again. I want to see Portugal because the last time I was in Spain, I was like 5 or 6 years old when I was little to go see family. Um, so Spain. Then I would want to see like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, all that all that. Then Germany, Belgium, that whole region of Europe I'd want to see. And then after that, it would be Australia and New Zealand. But since I'm disabled, I like to see anywhere outside of the state. Car ride. I'm like a dog. Put me in the window, put my head out the window, and I'll be happy. Let me see the scenery. Let me see yeah, Europe. Exactly, Europe. I went the last time I was in Europe. It was 1987. My oldest daughter was a month old. I went and saw Germany. I lived there for like 6 months with my mom and my stepdad, and I got to see my aunt and uncles and my grandmother over there. I'm a half Spaniard, half German. But I would want to do if I was going to do like Europe. I would want to do it right now. Well, a couple of weeks ago till now, so I can go to all the Christmas markets. I would want to go with enough clothes on my back that I could carry and an empty suitcase and bring everything back that has to do with Christmas. Yeah, my dad was stationed in Gelnhausen, Natasha. That's where he met my mom. Then they got married, and I think they eloped and got married and conceived me on the way to Switzerland. Italy, Berlin, and Africa. That's cool. I also want to go to Morocco, Turkey. I would love to get like the Moroccan rugs and Turkish rugs and lamps and all that kind of stuff. I love all that stuff. Ride a camel. Yeah, I did. I hitchhiked from hold on, Connecticut to Crystal River in Florida. I did it like well, let's see, when did I do it? Somewhere around 84, 85, 1984, 85. Nah, you're just a sane person. You're not boring, girl. It's what happens when you're military too. When you're a military brat, no place ever feels like home. You're constantly moving, looking for that new place. In Wiesbaden, yeah, we were in Gelnhausen, and then that's where my grandmother, my aunt and uncle, my two aunts and uncles and cousins lived. But my mom and my stepdad had the army paid for their home. You know, they pay out of their pay, but um, their home was in Heingrundau, which was like 20-minute walk from Gelnhausen. No, it was about a 30-minute walk from Gelnhausen, but like a 10-15 minute car ride. And talk about gorgeous in the wintertime. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. I saw Motley Crue in concert. I saw them. I worked at the outdoor. I worked for this company that was like part of the high school in Lynn, Mass, and they had Motley Crue, The Kinks, and Aerosmith that summer. And I got to watch all three of those concerts for free. Talk about awesome. That was awesome. Totally awesome. And that was also the 80s. Now, that I would love to have done, Linda, Woodstock. If you had enough money, I'd buy the island called Lib. I think it's near Micronesia. Place is a pond, 100% good fishing, not tsunami proof. I don't know what the tour was that I saw. I just know that Tommy Lee's drum kit, like the stage was like this, and his drum kit slid out, and then he's strapped down, and the whole lift went like this, and so his all of his drums and everything, and he's looking at everybody, and he's playing the drums to the audience. It was just like absolutely amazing. I was just like draw drop. It was a really good concert. I had such a blast. Let's see. I think I was living in St. Thomas during Woodstock. Um, thank you, Heather. Ace was in Jacksonville, Florida for the first time. Saw ocean and was in awe. That's cool. I lived on an island, so yeah. Jovita, look him up. I saw him on YouTube where he had another setup that totally blew my mind. He's on a wheel up up above, and he's on a wheel with his kit. And it's not on the inside, it's on the outside of the wheel. Oh my gosh. That's okay. We can read Taiwanese. I make a lot of mistakes with my typing, so don't worry about that, Marianne. You know whose outfit was good in concert was Rush. Neil Peart on the drums was amazing. No, I trust me, I get it. I don't edit. I don't edit my stuff. Oops, excuse me. Okay, what else should we talk about? Oh, it's a good thing Gary's not here. Yeah, unfortunately, Neil Peart passed away, the drummer. It's all right, Marianne. Talk texting is rough. Trust me, I know. And I can't. And I'm my thumbs are too big to. So I have to have my kid type when I'm in the car. Both of them. I'm like, can you text a message for me? They go chicka 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 chicka, chicka. And I'm like, so then I do this and I try to correct it, and I go to send and automatically recorrect itself. Brian Adams, that's cool. You like Judas Priest? I think there's like one or two songs of theirs back in the '80s that I used to listen to. I'm not into like super hard rock or anything. I'm more like Boston, Eagles, Aerosmith, um, Rush, Yes, Blue Oyster Club, Blue Oyster. You know what I'm talking about. And don't ask me like tour names or song names. I'm more like the beat. If I hear the song and I know it, then I'll sing to it. If I don't know the song, no. Yeah, Stones, the Eagles, yeah, Chicago. I like Chicago. I don't know what you call them for music, but Scorpions had a couple of good songs. White Snake, Poison. Let's see. No, they're just very like they haven't gone through what we've gone through with arthritis and everything else. Thank you, Blue Oyster Cult. I'm like, whoa, I'm like, it just would not click. Yeah, classic rock music of the '60s and '70s. Love it. Saw the Blues Brothers. That's cool. Oh, come on. You got to have a hair band from the '80s. Poison's pretty good. I've heard a lot worse. I like to have seen the Doors in concert and CCR. Yeah. Yes, '80s hair bands. Bon Jovi. He's still got it going, even with all that gray hair of his. He's still got it going, and he's still married to his high school sweetheart. So what? It's glam rock. It's still rock. Skid Row. Yep. Skid Row. My Nightbot. I did not put these comments in, just to let you know. You drank some tequila? Are you drinking some tequila? Got it. Chris Young. I remember Chris Young trying out for what was that show that had to do with people competing? Slip Slipknot. I don't think I really listened to them, or maybe I did 1 or 2 days. No, I totally get it, Xander. I totally get it. Well, I'm a tequila, salt, and lemon instead of lime. Lemon. Oh my gosh, Linda. Oh, I forgot about Dawkins. I think I heard like 1 or 2 songs of theirs. But I'm trying to remember that it was a country singing competition, and that's where I heard Chris Young and Canyon. George Canyon's from Canada, and I loved his voice back in the day. And Chris Young won the competition, and they were like 1 and 2 in the competition. And I'm not a big country singer person. I mean, I do like some country, but I'm more classic rock. and like club dance music, not club music, but there's difference between dance music and club music of the 80s. Super drunk pancakes taste great. Yeah, I can remember getting out on the Cape. There was this little mom and pop breakfast shop that was open at nighttime for all of us that at got out of the clubs that we can go to there and IHOP. But I would rather go to the little mom and pop shop than the IHOP. Winger, she's only 17. I don't remember that one. But then it's probably something like I wouldn't have listened to. Billy Joe. Okay. There's one song. Hey, Radio Man. There's one song, and you know what it is from Charlie Daniel Band. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. That's the only song that I've listened to over and over and love it. Guys, hey, it's a fun time. We like to crash. Donny Osmond. Oh, yes. Do you remember? Well, I don't know if you're old enough, but back in the 70s, it was Donny and Osmond show, variety or whatever. It was a Jackson 5 variety show, and it was Caravan show. It was like those were the things that we used to watch back in the day. George Strait. Yeah, I think my oldest daughter is a country music fan. So she's the one that she came to live with me for like a year, and she got me listening to Tim McGraw, Trace Atkin, um, Toby Keith, Kenny Chesney, mostly men music, not boy music, men music. Back in the day was so much different. My daughter used to listen to Garth Brooks too. George Strait was like she loved George Strait. I used to watch Get Smart. Hee Haw never watched. Black and white cartoons. I don't think I ever watched black and white cartoons either. I do remember. I don't know if you remember the cartoon with the big yellow duck in the diaper. Scooby Doo. I love Scooby and Looney Tunes and Hanna Barbera. All those cartoons. Baby Huey. Thank you, Molly. Yeah, I saw Speed Racer. Don't know those, Billy Joe. Oh man, I lost some subscribers. Dad nabbit. Ultraman, no. I was 1171 earlier. Now I'm 1160 something. I just happened to look down and say, "Oh, my subscriber count went down." Space Giant, yeah, I remember that. The big giant robot, was that Space Giants, or was that something else? Or was that Frankenstein? I'm not worried. If it happens, it happens. I'm just thankful that you all are still sticking out and hanging out with me, even though I'm not a homesteader crafter. You know, I just love that you guys hang out with me and listen to me ramble. You do, because I refreshed and it went down to one. It went down because I wanted to see what my thumb count was, and for some reason it's just not updating itself. So you have to refresh, and that's when you see it change. Let me see. I have to refresh myself. Yeah, I was at 29 now. I just refreshed myself. I got 31 thumbs. But yeah, it's 1 point whatever. No, but some cool homes. Well, I don't know. What would you call Jared and Matt? Matt, I don't know. Awesome, Paula. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I don't think Jared would consider himself a homesteader either. Yes, but I mean, for other people in the community, I know they're your friends, hon. Battle of the Planets animation. I don't know. I've never seen that one. Yeah, it's crazy. Hit subscribe, but then make sure you ring the bell. Oh, thanks, Sean. Some of my stories are good. Some of my stories are meh. Like I could tell you two sailing stories with my dad. I could tell you driving with my dad and him being crazy in the Volkswagen bus. There we go. Jared's the shed guy, and Matt. Well, he's no longer going to be a shed guy. He's building his house, and Matt is the barbecue. Matt is definitely the barbecue guy, for sure, for sure. Yeah, he does work hard for sure. I was listening to him talking about picking up windows and doors and all that today on his video, and would yeah, it's definitely going to be amazing. Definitely going to be amazing. Hey, if you keep on asking me questions, you want to know something, just let me know. Yeah, he is definitely a very hard worker, Heather. George and Melanie are great folks. I love Granny. Granny's face when she saw the ranch redone was absolutely priceless. Hi, Mona. Welcome, welcome. We're just hanging out, chilling. I think they all are actually. They're all like on top of everything. You know, they each have their strengths. What's my favorite memory of Christmas? I don't remember a lot of my childhood, so I can't say anything about that. But I do remember a Christmas I was like 14, 15, that my dad had rented a condo. My dad and my stepmother rented a condo up in Vermont, and we were living in Massachusetts in a rental. And we packed up a tree and our ornaments and presents, and we brought it with us up to the condo. And it stayed in the condo in a big window, and it was snowing, but it wasn't the snowstorm that, at that point, it wasn't a bad snowstorm yet. That was coming like later down the road. So I went skiing and learned how to ski on the bunny slope. I landed on my rear end a lot, and then I went down once without falling. I was like, okay, I'm done. I made it. I didn't fall. I learned. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. And so my brother and my dad would go to like the expert slopes and everything and go skiing up there. And then we'd go down to the lodge where they would have hot chocolate in the fireplace, and we'd cool down and not cool down, but warm up, but cool down from the slopes, warm up by the fire. And then we went back home to the condo, and it started snowing more, and we got snowed in, and it was like right around the time that we had to leave to go back. So and we couldn't leave. We had our Christmas, we opened our presents and everything. We couldn't leave, so the ski resort sent sleighs with horses out to get us with blankets and hot chocolate thermoses, like in the movies. We had the thermos, we had the mugs, we had the blanket, and we got to take a sleigh ride back to the lodge and hang out with everybody there because we were without power. So that was pretty cool. And then we had to unbury our car, and there was a family from Venezuela that got really really cold. So my dad was like, "Take off your take off your boots, and I want you guys to sit a certain way and put your hands in between, your armpits of your person and your feet in between the legs of the person, and sit there and try to defrost." And that's what they did. They had them all lined up a certain way so they all could, because those are your cold points and those other spots are your hot points. So they had them sitting like that to defrost and not get to the point of losing any fingers from frostbite. It's okay, Peter. I'm glad I can be your radio while you're doing other things. I know Jamie is here. She's getting the house in order because she's been busy with the puppies now that they're all born. Devil Dog is babysitting the puppies and the mama. So it gives Jamie time to do her thing and get some downtime. Excuse me. Aw, I appreciate it, Linda. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or you guys want to talk about anything, let me know. Because I'm bad at conversations, starting conversations. So you guys have to keep it going so I can join in. It was a fun Christmas. That was like one of the best Christmases. I have a picture. Actually, I have a picture of me in St. Thomas. They don't have like regular Christmas trees, up in the States. It's a different style, and I don't. And in my photo album in the back of the closet somewhere. But it's me with my Great Dane, and ooh, if I could have a superpower, what would it be? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. But yeah, that would be the thing. If I had a superpower, I'd want a couple of superpowers actually. I think I would be like I Dream of Genie and Bewitch combo. Where I can just zap myself and be at a location and zap myself and come back. Zap my friends to go to there and zap my friends to come back. I think that's what I would want. Instant be somewhere where I wanted to be. No flight, no plane. I can just go where I need to go. You slept through 3 live chats. That sounds like me. The first thing I do is I go in there and I hit the thumbs up, and next thing you know, I wake up and it's like, oh, the live is over. Oh no, I slept. That's all I've been doing like the last 3 or 4 days is sleeping in my chair off and on and drinking coffee like there's no tomorrow. For us, we're having another turkey. Tomorrow, the kids are making a chicken roast with roasted acorn squash, red potatoes, and baby potatoes and onions with biscuits. And then for Thanksgiving, we're doing another turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, and pie. We're doing the whole thing like you would do at Thanksgiving. We're doing a repeat. And then I got a little ham in there about that we're gonna make something with also. The weather right now, Heather, is 56 or 58 degrees, something like that. Your best Christmas was 1965 when you caught mommy kissing Santa Claus. That's cute. That's really, really cute. Yeah, we got a turkey right after Christmas, butterball for 99 cents a pound, 14 pounder. So we're gonna have that. I already have everything I pretty much need except for rolls and pies. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look. Hold on. Let's see. Oops. Oh, that was good, Des. Try that again. Remove. All right. Let's see. Let's see what our weather gives us. We're 57 degrees, humidity 73, winds blowing at 9 miles per hour. Good night, Mona. Take care. I gotta turn off my camera, y'all, but I'm still here. My daughter's coming down, so I gotta turn the camera off. 38 degrees, Linda. 70 down there, and where you're at, Jovita. Peter. Oh, okay. Was that Linda or Peter? Oh, that was Peter's. Okay. No. Okay, that's Linda's. Why do I think you live in a different place, Peter? Or is Linda just spamming? Rim Mountain, 38 degrees, shower. Gotcha. Down where you are in Orlando, it is, not up here. That's what I thought, Peter. There it is. 49 where you're at. Okay. We're getting a cold front, I think, next week in the 40s. Oh, don't tell me that, Marianne, because that means that's going to. Well, I'm glad I have an ice scraper anyway. I can use that again. I found an ice scraper down here at a yard sale a couple of years ago or 3 years ago, something like that. And it's been my best friend. I didn't have to use my blood donation card to scrape the windows or my debit card because I didn't want to crack my debit card. Oh, thank you. It's a couple of apps mixed together. Let's see. Let's do an app. Let's do an avatar. All right. All right. We're gonna do an avatar thing. Let's go. Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta plug in my headphones. I'm hearing it make noises. I didn't want to run out of power in my headphones and not be able to talk to y'all. Okay, so there's this one. If you want to see what I look like in the daytime without any whatchamacallit, let's see. Here you go. This is my true color of my hair. Okay. She went upstairs now. I'm plugged in to my headphones. Yeah, I have my ice scraper in the car and I have a window squeegee in my car now. I'm not going to freeze my patootie off or try to scrape my windows. My daughter goes out in the morning and she scrapes my windows for me. Sean, you and Kelly have a great night. Thank you for coming. Let's see. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm glad you are, Marianne. I'm glad. I'm glad I can make it fun for everybody. I mean, it's no topic or anything. It's, well, I should say the first like 10, 15 minutes, it was movie topic. I showed my movies. It's not all the ones that I wanted to show, but I did show my movies. I'll have DJ go through that and pull out what's good and what's not good and make that into a little video. Did I enjoy high school? No, except for my part. Well, part of my senior year, I went down to Southwest Miami to go visit my aunt when she lived down there, and so I hung out with all the different cliques. It was totally different than where I lived up north. And so we would have a period right after lunch, and they'd bring a DJ in, and we could all dance. We'd listen to it during our lunch, and because it was like an indoor outdoor school. Basically, you walk to the next building; it's all outside. And so we did that, and they had. I wasn't part of any groups. I mean, all right, let me finish the story real quick. So I hung out with everybody basically in Southwest Miami High, and then I went back up to Massachusetts, and the rest towards the back end of my high school senior year, and went back to the kids that I moved up there when I was in fifth grade. So I started fifth grade up in Massachusetts in Marblehead, and I lived in a predominantly white rich town. We weren't rich. We found like one of the ugliest, oldest houses and remodeled it and eventually made us some money. But we lived there and yeah, so those kids were brats. I hated those kids in Marblehead. Some of them were okay. The rest of them, were majority of them were snobby, bullies. They crashed their car at 16 and get another Mercedes or another BMW or another Camaro or a Trans Am. It's like, please. Did you enjoy moving around the country when you were younger? I was young. I mean, okay. So when I was little, like a baby little, and up until like I was 5, we moved 3 times. And then I lived in St. Thomas Virgin Islands for 6 years. Hey, Eddie. Um, so I lived in St. Thomas for like 6 years. So that was a blast. We lived in two different houses there. So that was a lot of fun. Lived on one side of the island, moved to the other side of the island. My dad had a Toyota car dealership down there. My uncle had a car rental dealership in St. Croix, and my grandfather had a car dealership in Puerto Rico, or rental dealership, one of the two. And so my grandfather sold his business. My dad sold his business because we moved up to Massachusetts, and my uncle still has his business. It was the first and I think the only car rental dealership in St. Croix. So But as an adult, did I like traveling around and moving? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I left here when I was 14, Radio Man, but I would get out of school, take off my shoes, walk down the hill. Yeah, I mean, it was tar and everything, so like a dum dum, I'd take off my shoes, but your feet gets acclimated, to the hot tar and stuff. So I would walk down the hill and go to the beach, and the beach was down at the end of the hill, and I would collect seashells and swim in the water. And my dad would have his Hobie cat, which is like a catamaran, but it's called the Hobie cat. So he'd go sailing, we'd go sailing, and then we'd go visit my uncle in St. Croix. We'd take the seaplane. It would be on land and go down into the water, and then we'd take off. Oh, I was bullied from fifth grade until my senior year. When I came back from Florida, that's when they stopped bullying me because I had lost some weight because my aunt was a vegetarian at the time. So I rode my bicycle and became a vegetarian my senior year, whether I liked it or not. Um, so yeah, I know I'm all over the place with my story, so I'm trying to pay attention to you all too. But yeah, yeah. Some of the places I liked Radio Man though. I mean, I lived by the water a lot. Kids were mean. Kids were at a-holes, and some of them still are, even as adults. But like I loved Duxbury because we had got a really crappy house and put some money into it. And it was a really nice neighborhood, and it was down near the longest bridge, the Powder Point Avenue to Duxbury Beach. And so you could take you go over the bridge in a car or walk it. It's long, beautiful, redone bridge. Hey DJ, and then you get to a certain point and you take a right, and there'll be a parking lot, but there'll be a road that takes you out towards the summer homes, and it takes you out on this road and then takes you onto the beach. You can drive on the beach. You can have a bonfire out there if you want to and stuff. And then it takes you back up onto a road up to the lighthouses, some of the homes up there. And then you go round the bend. It's got the whole summer cottages. And we used to go there in the wintertime and hang out there because they were all closed during the wintertime and sit on the beach on that part of the island. And it'd be like a full moon, and you'd see I don't know if you ever saw the movie Joe versus the volcano, where it was like a full moon that sits on the water, or it's so full that it just beams a lot of light down on you, and that's what it was like. And we'd sit on the beach and just hang out. It was so much fun. Like certain areas I lived in, certain things I did was absolutely beautiful. Cape Cod, that was a lot of fun during summertime when everybody came into town. But when it was off season, the sidewalks rolled up at 6 o'clock at night, and then you're bored for the rest of the night because there's nothing to do. So, yeah. Did anybody ever get hit with the wind spoon or the shoe? No, I got hit by my dad, Spaniard. Handprint right here, handprint on my butt. That was enough, let me tell you. He apologized for this one though, because I cussed out my stepmother who hated me and my brother. He figured out years later. He's like, "I am so sorry for doing that to you." Like, yeah, now you know how it is, huh, Dad? So, yeah. My daughter got hit by the wooden spoon. Also by a willow branch. My oldest, because my mom raised her. I was lucky. I went to Catholic school for 2 years, 10th and 11th grade. Never got hit by a nun. Thank goodness. It was an all-girl Catholic school, but they hired this male teacher. He was the dirtiest male teacher ever. Let me tell you. Like he looked at the girls like he wanted to, and he would stand at the corner of his desk with his hands in his pocket, and you know how. Okay, you know how it's the chalkboard behind you, right? So this is the chalkboard, and you have the desk, and he's got his back to the chalkboard, and he's standing at the edge of the desk corner, and he's walking up against it while he's talking to us. Yeah. We passed his classes though. He was so stupid. He'd give us the notes on the on. He would say, "Your test is the notes on the board," and we'd all hand in our notes from the board, and we'd all pass our classes. We'd fail the final exam and stuff, but we pass our classes. Hey Simon, they end up firing him because they figured it out that he was getting a little bit too excited with the girls in our short dresses and skirts, our short skirts and knee high socks. So. Yeah, cut a switch. My daughter had to do that. Yep, my oldest. Yeah, except for corner stores, Vitra. Totally. Yep. Oh, my grandmother. Oh, I love my Mimi, the animal. Um, my grandmother, my Spanish grandmother. If you burped or farted at the table, she would call you a pig in Spanish. And she'll either put you under the table or throw you out the door and says, "Don't come back for a while." But you couldn't leave the property either. And it's like, how do you not burp or fart at the table? You know, no matter how hard you can hold your butt cheeks together, you can try to get up and move, but it's not going to happen. So, well, one day I was counting paper plates, and my grandmother came with the paper plates. Sorry, with a hot pot, and yeah, and you can't and yeah, pig. That was my mom. Yeah, and so my grandmother came with the hot pot, and we were counting the plates and stuff. And I think she said something I didn't hear her, and she put the hot puerco. Yeah, she put um, she put the hot pot on my hand. Let me tell you, my hand went bubble burn. I had the biggest scar for the longest time. It's a faint scar that's left on top, but I mean, it was pitch. It was bad. She felt so bad. She goes, "But that's what you get for keeping your hand there and counting." I didn't hear you, Mimi. My dad would tell me, "Be more like your brother. He don't get caught." I got caught. What is it? One night I didn't come home from. I was out with my friends or something like that, and my Marano or Marana, and my I didn't come home one night. My dad, the next day, I never did anything bad. Oh, my dad was mad because we had our house up in Marblehead was a walkout basement, a first floor, a second floor, and a third floor. The attic was converted before we bought the house. It was converted into a three-bedroom up there. And so, oh, hold on. And so we would hang up on the third floor because that was my brother and my place, and we would be up there. And I didn't come home one night, and my dad went looking for me. He couldn't find me. Let's just say I was grounded for a month. Couldn't talk on the phone. My little my little 13-inch TV was taken out of my room. You know, not that we had cable back then. We had rabbit ears and the USB. Listen to me. The UHF antenna, the round one, and that's what we had. Oh, look, what the heck am I doing over here? What did I do? Did I click on something, you guys? DJ. Oh no, it's me. Hold on, I gotta refresh. Okay. All right, never mind. My other window didn't. It keeps on going off of live, and it was set back to the thing from StreamYard a while ago. Oh, liver? Ew. Okay, thank you, Simon. Yeah, they had like a StreamYard thing that came across, and I'm like, what? Yes, we were the remotes for sure. What about your dad tells you go up there and fix the antenna, and you're going and you go to touch and it's fuzzy, but then as soon as you touch the antenna, it's nice and clear, and they're like, don't move, and you can't let go of it because it's in perfect clear mode, and you want to watch TV too. Oh yes. Can you change the channel? Yes, Dad. I was like my dad was great. We watched Looney Tunes, and Hanna Barbera, Flintstones, Jetsons, all that Great Ape, um, Dune Buggy, all those. And my dad made me change the channel. Yep, Chris. And then do you remember? I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember, but Sunday nights was like you get to eat in the living room night because it would be like Mutual of Omaha. No, it would be Lawrence Welk, which I hated, Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom, and then the Sunday Disney movie. So we can either have our grilled cheese and tomato soup there on the living room on the floor, or we can have our TV dinner still in the metal trays back in the day. That was always fun. You were the son your dad always wanted. Yeah. I was like, Dad, can we just get tinfoil for the antennas? Yeah, very lucky. Well, I was out of the house by then. I didn't have cable TV until when did I have cable TV? Till I was married with my kids. I don't think I had cable in Annapolis, Maryland. Did I have Annapolis? That's where I got married, was Annapolis, Maryland in '95. But I try to think, did I have it in 1991, '92? I can't remember. I might have had it back then. Hey,
Hey,
TJ.
hey, Dad. Hey, yo, what's up?
I'm hanging out here, taking care of my channel without no co-stream. No, what is it? Co-host.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Good old tinfoil trick. Oh yeah, you remember that?
Hmm. Hey, hey, yo, good to see you. Hmm.
That was always fun. The UHF was my favorite though because we'd have like channel 25, channel 38, channel 44, channel 56, channel 66, or 68. So you'd have your PBS channels, and then channel 25 was like local Fox were up there. Channel 38 was like the CW channel, and channel 56 I can't remember what the channel was, but that would be the channel that we had. Oh God, what's the oh my gosh, Godzilla movies and stuff. It would be creature feature or creature double feature. We'd have those on back to back on channel 56. So we got to watch that, and then 44 would be also PBS.
Hmm. Hey,
46
Chris.
or something like that would be PBS, and we would have like Zoom, Electric Company, all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Mr. Green Jean, wasn't that Captain Kangaroo? Captain Kangaroo with Mr. Green Jeans.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh my God, Bozo, the TV show, the Bozo show. Oh my God, I remember
Hmm.
that. When I went to go visit my grandmother, like every 4 years or something like that, we'd be watching Bozo and Captain Kangaroo. as my kids got older, it was like Barney, Teletubbies, all those shows. Whew, I'm hot.
Yeah.
My hat, I'm getting hot or cold. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Mm. So sweater's gonna stay down here for now.
Hmm.
Yeah, Channel 4 for us was like, hey, Twin Brooks. Channel 4 for us was like NBC, ABC was Channel 5, and Channel 7 was CBS.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, Josie and the Pussycats, the Archies.
Hmm.
Yep. I
Hmm.
remember Josie and the Pussycats. I watched Josie
Mm-hmm.
and the Pussycats,
Hmm.
Captain Kangaroo, the Flintstones, Scooby Doo, Looney Tunes, Johnny Bravo. What else? Oh my God,
Yeah.
what's the one where um, the dad is got white hair, the son, their friend. He's a son.
Johnny.
Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest. Yeah.
Quest. Yep. Yep.
When you said that,
Jerry, Top Cat.
yeah.
Yep. Top Cats.
Hmm.
Yep. Angry Beavers.
Yeah.
uh, Rugrats, Wild Thornberries,
Yeah. Hmm.
Underdog. Yep. Ant Man. Mighty Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
I like Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah.
Yep. I always loved how he zipped around everybody.
That was called the
No, no, it's
dog.
called the dog. Oh, the banana splits. I think I watched it like once or twice, but I remember them. Cat dog. Yep. I like
Yeah.
Courage. Some people, I know Courage was a little dark, but at the same time, I liked Courage.
Yeah. Coach was dog for me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still
Yeah.
like. There's something about that dog I liked.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Eddie, what's up? Mhm.
Yeah, I liked my cartoons. I'm trying to think. Simon.
Yeah.
That's funny. Comes in his Dallas Cowboy barbecue. Hi, Eddie.
He's not gonna reply to you, Simon.
That is funny. Nope. He's not gonna say hi to you at all. I'm not gonna do it. See? Isn't that funny, Ace? Yeah, my not. I didn't do it. I have two people that control my Nightbot, and
Yeah.
that's there. Let's see. Remember calling on the phone and no caller ID or number would go on the other ask for. Well, you start Albert out of the can. Gosh, I remember the. I remember party line in our house was we had two phones in the house.
Mm.
We had two phones in the house. So whenever somebody would call for me or my brother and we'd be on the phone too long, all of a sudden you hear the phone be picked up at the other end. Get off the phone, you're too long. Oh no, Eddie, you're gonna be out of luck.
Mm.
I'm gonna join the channel membership to have my logo on display when you go live.
Mm. Mm.
He's probably going, no.
mm.
Was Prince Albert my dad rolled his own? Okay, what did I miss? Something. Okay. There's DJ.
Yeah, yeah. Mm,
All right. Ooh, I've been on for 2 hours, y'all.
yeah.
Welcome back, Heather. I think I'll give it like another 50. Look at that beard.
Hey, JMB.
Hi, JMV. That's okay. You're welcome to hang for a little bit or as long as you like. I've already been on for 2 hours. I'll probably go for 15 more minutes. Let's see how it goes.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
don't know
kids,
that one.
kids getting good for another 15 minutes times 10.
Times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, goofy. I'm not staying on that long.
I had to.
He, he cracks himself up.
Mm,
Well, I'm hoping to go to Winn Dixie tomorrow because the Mrs. Smith pies are on buy one get one. So I want to make sure I have them, but I also have to call my aunt to see if she could take that frozen turkey bones and dark meat out of my refrigerator, out of my freezer rather, from Thanksgiving, so I can make room for my turkey. I mean my pies. My turkey's got to come out of the refrigerator. What is it? And like, how long does a 14 pounder take to defrost in the fridge? Like a week, 4 days.
um, I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we only have one left. We had two up here, and they closed them. But there's a lot of Winn
yeah.
pounds around here, around us.
On my iPad, that's why it looks so close.
Yeah, my aunt is around the corner, more or less. She's like a 5 minute car ride.
So you close. Yeah.
Yeah, there's every once in a while you'll see one phone booth. But yeah, so I got to call her, see if she can take that because I have another turkey in the freezer that I need to take out and have that. And probably like I don't know. I got to see. Yeah, it is. It is nice. She didn't have room in her freezer. She wanted it, but she didn't have room in her freezer. Now I'm gonna have um a second set of bones and stuff. 57 right now, Linda.
Yeah.
I believe it could be 58 depending on what. At 57 over here, Alexa's 58. So we'll see. 57 there. There we go. Excuse me. Wait a minute. What did Radio Man said? There's two with Dixies and up. There you go. Bummer. Having no sun is not fun. Unless, of course, it's like a rainy day. Then you get under the blanket, have a good book or movie, Have some cocoa or coffee or tea, depending on what your favorite thing is.
Mm.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's still a lot of Winn Dixies around. What I hate though is they closed Lucky Market up here. I loved Lucky's.
Yeah. Mm.
They've closed Lucky's. They've closed Earth Fair, which is like two really good stores that we used to go to for our food and stuff like that. Health, kind of like health store. Like they're kind of like what is it? What's the other one that's out there right now? Starts with a W. What's it called?
Mm.
What's it called? Whole Foods.
Uh,
They're like Whole Foods, but I like them better than Whole Foods.
yeah.
I hate when I get a brain fart and all of a sudden it's like it clicks in. It's like, oh yeah.
Mm. 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 Mm.
I'm sorry. What's a PNW? Oh wow, Simon. 3 days.
Mm.
Oh, Pacific Northwest. I just got it. Boy, am I a little slow. Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
60 degrees. I got a JMB. I visited Medford, Oregon. That was gorgeous. That was the only time I've ever been west of Clarksville and Panama City Beach.
Mm.
Oh, and Jamison, Alabama. Let's see. Or in the water overnight, then change the cold water in the morning does. I'm sorry, Linda, you lost me on that one, sweetie.
Mm.
I wish I got to see like if I had gone, to the beach, the coastal beach. I'd like to have seen Oregon's coast. That would have been so beautiful. And then go up a little bit into Washington State because I've always wanted to see Washington State.
Uh,
You know,
yeah.
no cold water. All right. I want to see what it was going to be in the refrigerator to thaw out. How long it would take a 14-pounder. I'll have to look it up.
Wait, let me look back the cover.
Let's see what else. Um, any more questions?
Hmm.
Yeah, that I know. It's got to be cold water. That's what we use when we defrost other things, like hamburger meat and stuff like that in the bag. When we divide our chicken breast and hamburger meals.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to put my turkey in cold water for 2 days when I just need to find out how long to keep it in the fridge to defrost. Because I did a 16 pound and I think I had it in there for a week. It could have been, day, or, I could have waited an extra day before I pulled it out.
Hmm.
Let me see. Alexa, How long does it take to defrost a turkey in the refrigerator?
A frozen turkey should be defrosted in the refrigerator for about 1 day per 5 pounds. This means that a 10-pound turkey would take approximately 48 to 60 hours to defrost.
Okay.
So you got a
Here's all about
you get a 16
So
pound.
hours, 60 hours for a 10-pounder.
So about 72 to 80 hours. So around like 3 days on
Okay.
the,
And then it was like another 20 minutes per pound after that. It's a 14-pounder. Okay. So 3 days. All right.
yeah,
So I get out. I gotta take it out basically like on a Thursday or a Friday and put it in the refrigerator.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I just asked Alexa that. Thank goodness for Alexa.
yeah, yeah. So you would,
Alexa, thank you.
yeah,
doing
you
the
would definitely
Good night, JMB. Sleep well.
like Gamby.
I don't see you have a great weekend.
Yeah.
And stay safe.
Hmm.
Sorry, DJ.
No, you're fine, but yeah, if you took that out like, Friday, that might help you. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hmm.
This just cracks me up. Has everyone heard about the Des toilet paper? It is rough and tough and doesn't take crap off of it.
Uh, mm, just,
Yeah, that I need to do.
hmm.
That is funny. We cooked it in the turkey bag or the oven bag last time. It was
Yeah.
so good. It was so
Nice.
good. So juicy and tender. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Made cleanup a lot easier too. That was really good.
I bet.
The kids were like, "Oh yeah, mom."
Hmm.
Well, we're getting close to the end of the live. 2 hours and 15 minutes is coming up.
All right.
I talk about anything. I was gonna do 2:30, but if nobody's got any questions for me, doesn't want to talk about anything, I might end it a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Hey, blame Eddie. I'm sure he's the one that did that one, Simon. He's one of my my Nightbot controllers. Ryan wasn't here, so I know it wasn't Ryan.
Yeah. Hey, Des, in the last 10 seconds of your life, I'm gonna show something real quick until you get into it once and show it. So,
What?
and what? You not hear me?
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm talking about. Vitra.
Okay.
He said, I heard the U.S. ports are shut down and the National Guard has been deployed.
What?
But,
No.
okay, you have not checked it out yet. All right, you're ready for?
Okay.
I got you, girl. Go ahead, DJ.
Alright, so I'm just saying this real quick. If you cancer is not well. Okay, you can just
Okay, you all set?
yeah. I said what I was gonna say.
Okay. All righty, y'all. There's 15 wonderful people here, and I'm probably one of them. They have deployed. Oh, wow. You all have a beautiful, wonderful evening. If you hear anything about what's going on, if this is actually happening, send me an email and tell me where to look on YouTube on the computer for information because I don't have cable TV. I don't get to see local news or international news or world news. So um, let me know what's going on. And in the meantime, good night, Paula. Thank you, honey. Everybody,
Not
please
Paula.
in chat so I can say goodbye to each and every one of you. I want to pop out the participants here. DJ, thank you for coming up and hanging out with me. Heather,
And
thank you. JMB, I know you're still here. Thank you so much. Linda, good night, sweetheart. Okay. Peter, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming. Paula, again, thank you, sweetie. Vitra, thank you. Simon, thank you. Eddie, if you're still here, thank you. Radio Man, if you're still here, thank you. Wep, if you're here, thank you. I'm trying to remember who else was all here. Marianne, if you're still here, thank you. Thank you for coming with us. Denise, thank you also for hanging out with us.
so you said
Hey, Santa. Santa pops in as I'm getting ready to end my live.
yeah.
Jerry, thank you. Did you see? You saw that, right?
Yeah, that's where the say you said
Okay.
mhm.
Santa, I'm sorry. I see you there, Marianne. When I'm not sure when it'll happen. It'll be a pop up or next Thursday. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad you popped in as well, Santa. I know you've been super, super duper busy all over the place. Just make sure you get some rest time in there, please.
Yeah.
Put one of your substitutes in.
Hmm.
Okay, Marianne. All right, y'all. Much love
Well,
and peace to everyone. Good night, everybody.
bye guys.
I got you, Santa. Good night.